Hello and welcome to this Wednesday, September 29th edition of Sneaker News. This is Swole Sneakerhead here to bring you the midweek stories. What's going on, everybody? Let's get this started, talk about this slow rest of the month here and the huge month that we have ahead coming in October. If you guys didn't know, a lot of the drops that were scheduled for September did get pushed back just due to normal, shipment delays, weather, and just stuff getting pushed back and moved for other things. So there are quite a few drops that were supposed to be in September that got pushed to October. But before we get into all that, let's take a look at the sneakers calendar for the rest of this month and talk about some of these releases. On September 30th, tomorrow, Thursday the 30th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we will have the women's Dunk High in aluminum. Many retailers already released these weeks ago, maybe even a month ago now, but sneakers did get pushed back, like I said. So we will finally get this release. I know like EU retailers already dropped, a lot of US retailers dropped, so I don't believe that these will have a very wide release tomorrow beyond just sneakers, and it actually might only be sneakers. It looks like it's only sneakers for tomorrow. Resale prices are still holding pretty high. The retail is $110 as opposed to the $100 retail for the lows. Still plenty of room to make profit on these though. Obviously bigger sizes are going to be best, as this is a women's release, so if you can get that size 12, that would be ideal. As you can see, size 12, and then in ascending order down or descending order, whatever is doing the best. So bigger sizes are going to be better. But honestly, any size is a cop for these. If it is sneakers only, which I believe it is, the best advice I can give you for sneakers is always run for the same size. So if you always go for me like a size 11 men's, I would just do a 12 women's for this. I wouldn't do an 11 women's because I think they may miscalculate that. But for sneakers, I always recommend just running the same size on your account. Maybe don't take my advice though, because I don't hit shit on sneakers, but that's generally the advice that people give for these. So let's move on. Also tomorrow on the 30th, we have the sneakers release of the AJKO1 Billie Eilish, retailing at $170, and will also drop at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, likely via a draw. These did release via her site. What was that now? I believe it was on Monday, the 27th, and I did happen to get a pair. I got a size 14.5 women's, which would be about a 13 men's, and that's it's great because usually sneakers will only have up to 12 for a women's release, but this is a men's sized release, but it's like a woman's shoe kind of deal. I don't know, but I believe this is going to be all men's sizing, so they should be dropping up to a size 15 on sneakers as well. I thought I made out. I was like, wow, I got like one of the biggest sizes. There's no way people can brick these. Boy, was I wrong. And here's the proof. These literally, I don't know if you guys looked at these. I believe we talked about these in the Monday video, but the price of these before the drop was like over 400, 500. Let's see when they dropped. It was the 30th. No, not the 30th. That's a lie. I'm 90% sure this was on Monday. I'm 99% sure it was the 27th. So let's go back and look. On the 26th, $335, 27th, $300, now down to like $220, $250. I don't know how these people do it when the pairs literally aren't even in hand yet. Like for me, I ordered mine, and the same day that I ordered it, they sent me a confirmation email and a shipping email, but my pair hasn't moved anywhere yet. It hasn't been transited anywhere. So I was trying to get, at least if it was coming in, I could sell it on StockX early before the sneakers release, because it's probably going to dip even more after that. But unfortunately they haven't like fully shipped out yet. But I guess because people were getting email confirmations, they were already selling. I don't know. I genuinely don't understand how people sell off so fast after the release before they even get the pairs in hand to brick them $100. But anyway, yeah, like I got a size 14.5 women's, and highest bid right now is $192. I'm not even making my money back on that. That's ridiculous. And it's simply just because people bricked the absolute shit out of these. There's only been 5 sales, but it went from $330 to almost $230, and $243 was the last sale price. So I don't know how these people do it, but they already bricked these pretty much. I would definitely go for these on sneakers tomorrow because, again, free shipping, free returns if they brick even more. Go for bigger sizes, I would say, because again, like I said, this is a women's sized release. but they're releasing like full men's sizing. So hopefully, if I get lucky, they'll only release up to a 12 women's on sneakers like they usually do for women's releases, and they won't do any more 14.5s. Maybe that was just on her site because they gave her, you know, priority. There was quite a lot of stock of these, especially the AJKO on her site. So I guess we'll see. I would say go for these on sneakers. I would say try to stay with the biggest size possible, and there's really no risk considering, you know, the free shipping, free return. So I would still go for these. Now that I'm done ranting about that, finally tomorrow on the 30th at 10 a.m. we also have the Dunk Low Championship Red. These also released at pretty much every retailer already, besides sneakers. So this will likely only be a sneakers release tomorrow. Resale prices are still solid in all sizes. If you can get any size of these, it's a must cop. At a $100 retail price, I would definitely go for these. Don't hesitate on these Dunk Lows, especially this pair. These are very hyped and will definitely have resale value. So 3 releases tomorrow on sneakers. All of them are pretty profitable, so lots to look forward to there. Let's take a look at the weekend release, which is going to be of course the Jordan 5 Shattered Backboard, also called the Orange Blaze, which is like bleh. But anyway, unfortunately, as nice as this shoe is, this is already bricked like horribly. This will release at a retail price of $190. Again, 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday, October 2nd. And if we take a look at resale prices, it really is just devastating that people can't just help themselves to not undercut all of these pairs. But you may still be able to make a couple dollars in the very largest sizes. This is going to be a relatively GR release. It's going to be releasing at so many different retailers. Stock will be very high, so I would anticipate that these completely brick by the end of the release, and they might even sit on shelves for a couple weeks in stores. Maybe similar to like what we just saw with the Obsidian 13s, like similar stock level to demand ratio. You know, as nice a pair this is, like it's just hard to even not brick Jordans or Yeezys anymore. I don't know, people just brick the shit out of them as soon as they can to make their $5 back. But that's enough of that. Let's take a quick look at FOOTLOCKER calendar for the upcoming, whatever's loaded up. We did have this Dunk Low in the, I think it's called the Georgetown colorway, I believe. This was scheduled to drop tomorrow on the 30th as well. It was loaded up on Finish Line and JD until like today. I just checked and they got pushed back again, so that's upsetting. So we do have that pushed back to the 15th this month, which will be a great release, very profitable. Of course, October 2nd is the Shattered Backboard 5s, and the Jordan 5 women's that you see here on October 7th is personally one of my favorite releases coming up. And courtesy of Z Sneakerhead, we do have these in-hand pictures, and like, damn, these are super clean. I know there's a decent amount of hype around these too, so I do expect resale value to be very good on these. Unfortunately, it is only a women's release, so you know, it's only going to go up to a size 12 women's. But if you see here, this mesh area as well as the tongue are both reflective, which is like super cool in my opinion. Great little features. Obviously the silver on the side is like somewhat reflective as well, but there is that 3M reflective for both the mesh and the tongue, which is sweet. And again, those will release on October 7th, which is a Thursday. Finally today, let's take a look at the Supreme calendar for this week, the upcoming drop list. There's really not much to talk about here. We do have the True Religion collaboration, but there's not much hype around that. And other than that, the Supreme pieces that are releasing are just not that great. The most sought after item is going to be this, they call it a food jar. It's like a thermos. It has good Supreme branding or whatever, but at the same time, it's like, it's a thermos. It's like a $78 thermos, so like, I don't know who's gonna want that. It's pretty tiny too. Like, I don't know how much you're even gonna fit in there, but anyway. Second most upvoted thing is the Supreme Hexbug Nano Flash, and these are literally just little bugs you put on the table and they bounce around. Like, again, I don't know who's buying this shit, but that's the second most upvoted item of the week. We have this military hat boonie dropping, and some camo colorways. I mean, it's a pretty decent hat, to be honest, but again, like, who's wearing that? You know, obviously there's a certain fashion style for it, but doesn't have mass appeal. So again, I would not go for that for any kind of resale value. We see the Arabic logo make a comeback on the 5-panel tee here, or I'm sorry, the 5-panel hat. The hats look nice. They mirror the colorways, I believe, that dropped for the sweatshirts, but again, just like not that much hype for the Arabic logo, because the main draw for Supreme is literally just the fact that it says Supreme on it. So I think we all know that. There are some Supreme hoodies dropping. Again, not very hyped at all. Not anything crazy on the colorways here. It does say the world famous on the back, but like there's not much going on there. If you guys want to take a look at the full drop list, just go on Supreme Community. I'm not going to go over every single item for like True Religion and stuff like that, but they have these jackets or whatever. They have there's a few items dropping, and I think there's some 6-panel available at a later date. I believe that's the hat. You got some beanies, pants, random other Supreme stuff, crappy beanies that nobody wants. It's been pretty dry the last couple weeks for Supreme, so I would expect them to drop, a box logo or something like that soon, where it's, a little more hyped up. But yeah, this week again, very dry, not much room for resale, so I would just save your money. Last thing I wanted to talk about today was some of these upcoming Halloween pairs that I'm personally super excited for. First and foremost, my favorite is the Air Force One. This is the 4th year in a row that they've done these this iteration of the, maybe not the 4th year in a row, but this is the 4th pair they've made of these. They have the white, black, orange, and now the purple coming. These are sick, honestly. The insole with the skeleton foot, the glow in the dark bottom. Like, this really is the perfect Halloween shoe. I love purple. This colorway is sweet. With the with the glow in the dark sole, it's kind of like a icy, creamy kind of white at the bottom. I don't know how to describe that, but it's sick. I'm really looking forward to these. I remember last year they did release the orange pair at Foot Sites, so I'm hoping that there's some decent stock of these too, so we actually have a chance to cop these, because I'm gonna need a pair of these for sure. The second pair that is rumored to drop, again via Z Sneakerhead, is going to be this SB Dunk Low. I guess you call it the Mummy. And again, as you can see, they go with the glow in the dark bottoms. This little back piece here with the eyeballs and the tab. Like, come on, man. Like these and it's also glow in the dark. These the details are just crazy on these. I love that they're going hard for these holiday colorways. Huge fan of just like the ripped up mummy looking, like mummy wrap, midsection, everything like that. Huge fan of these shoes. The thing you're gonna hate to hear though is that because they're an SB Dunk, the chances of getting these are probably going to be like 0, unless you want to hit on sneakers, which again, for me, at least for me, is like 0. We should see these again, since they're SBs, probably only released through some I would say very few site raffles, and mostly just at local skate shops. So if you haven't already, go find your local skate shop, make some kind of connection with them, and hopefully you can grab a pair of these when they come in. There is one other pair that hasn't been, usually if you guys don't know Z Sneakerheads, definitely go follow him. He posts all of the like official images, and he'll post when stuff gets pushed back and this and that, so very helpful to follow. This one has not been posted on his page as far as I could find, but this is another Halloween dunk that we might actually have a chance to get. This is via Pirates, and it's saying Halloween 2021. This is a normal Nike Dunk Low. It is a premium, but it is not an SB, so that might mean that it'll have a wider release. And as you can see, it kind of has these spooky eyes, as well as the bottom are also glow in the dark, so that is pretty sick too. Definitely looking forward to all 3 of these Halloween releases, and potentially more if they come out with them. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, moving forward, this is going to be a very exciting month. A lot of Halloween pairs, a lot of pairs that got pushed back, and of course we have those Yeezy Foam Runner Vermilion dropping probably towards the end of the month, which I'm super hyped about too. But that is going to do it for today. There's not a whole lot going on. Of course, there are some releases tomorrow in sneakers, so don't forget about that. But other than that, guys, thank you for joining me. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, turn on post notifications, because I will be obviously going live whenever there are, big releases to go for. Maybe this Saturday for the orange, I'm just call it the Orange Blaze, man, for the shattered backboards. Definitely for the 7th for those icy Jordan 5s. And yeah, until next time, guys, again, thank you so much. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I will talk to you all on Friday. Have a great day. Peace.